What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's Sunday. It's 6 p.m. I got my favorite adult beverage, and we're all stuck in the house. It's quarantine. What's happening, y'all? What is going on? What is happening with everybody? Glad to see you here. What is up? Hi. I saw your message. Awesome. Great. But for those of you who are watching that have never been here before, what's happening? My name is Onyx, as stated on the Twitter, at Onyx1969. Yo, so let's get the shameless plug and the normal stuff out of the way first. Okay, shameless plug. If you're already watching here on YouTube, that's great. That's youtube.com/GoingFullNerd. Do me a couple of favors, folks. Hit that like button on this video to let me know you're there. Also, please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell because obviously, since we're on quarantine and doing all this stuff, I'm going to be broadcasting live a lot more, a heck of a lot more, whether you like it or not, talking yang. But anyway, you can also check out the podcast if you want something to listen to while you're in the house, blast it through the speakers while you're playing video games or cleaning the house or whatever you do while you're on quarantine for this COVID-19 stuff. Okay, what I'm going to need you to go ahead and do is check out iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. What else? Where else am I? I think that's pretty much it. Apple Podcasts. That's pretty much it. Or wherever you choose to find your podcast listening pleasure, you could probably find me. And that is, whoops, there you go right there. Going Full Nerd. Sorry about that. Hey, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Outside of the shameless plug, your boy is going to get down and kind of. This is just so different, man. It's so different. I know I review a lot of stuff, but mostly I focus on the movies. And normally, at about this time of the video, what I usually do is I will talk about the top five box office. That's what I will normally do. But guess what? There's no top five box office. Bottom line. What you're like, what? Wait a minute. It's the weekend. The box office, top five. What's up? No top five box office. I mean, movie theaters, restaurants, bars, for some of you people, strip clubs, all the places that you like to congregate. That's not happening now. It's not going down. And what we going to talk about here, we're going to talk about what we're doing while this lockdown, or if you want to call it the quarantine, the stay at home movement, so we don't go ahead, get infected or infect anybody else if we got this flu-like virus. This is just unprecedented. People are being told to telework, work from home. And this is basically, in my humble opinion, it's telling a lot of people that your businesses were not up to snuff. Your businesses were just shot because you didn't have the infrastructure to work remotely. A lot of jobs, a lot of places out there, a lot of businesses are having issues because they can't do stuff remotely. And we're going to talk a little bit about the industry that I always talk about on these podcasts, and that's the movie industry. Straight up. So think about this, okay? Think about this. And we're going to have a little call-in section. So if you don't already have the number, I'm going to put the number up on the screen when I need you people to call. And we're going to make this work, and we'll start talking about some stuff. But check this out, man. Okay, so we got the rise, global concerns over COVID 19. Okay, so the film industry is just one of many industries in a state of upheaval. Okay, it is crazy. I got messages on Twitter, email, Regal Cinema, AMC Cinema, Alamo Draft House, all of these Cinemark. All these places are just like, no, we can't do it. Not over 10 people. That doesn't work for us. Okay. So if you think about it, with AMC and Regal, they closed all U.S. theaters. I'm not even going to talk about the people out of work. I'm not even going to talk about that. But that's 1,200 movie theaters between just those two companies. Okay. And they're going to be closed for at least 6 to 12 weeks from the 17th of March. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Then all the major movie distributors, they've been forced to take their big blockbusters that's coming up, and there's nothing going forward. It's a trip. First they shifted the release date of the new James Bond joint, No Time to Die. They moved it from April 10th to November 8th. They did that. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that. Then it became just more and more, just a wave of changes. Straight up. Paramount moved to Quiet Place Part 2, and they said, well, we're going to move it, but we don't know where we're going to move it to. Disney did the same with Mulan, okay? And then they shifted the 20th century's New Mutants, the I call it the last Fox era X-Men film. They pushed that back. Don't know what's going to go down with that. Marvel's Black Widow got pushed back, and that comes out in May. May. Superhero dude like me is like tripping. Okay? So you got all this stuff just getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. So it's like, wow, what are we going to do? Then Universal took Fast and Furious 9 and said, we're going to put it out a whole year. Sony shifted Peter Rabbit 2 from April to August, and Universal, they said, you know what, we gonna up the game a little bit. They took the new release, The Hunt, and The Invisible Man, and what is it, Focuses and Focus Film, Emma. They said, you know what, we're gonna take all that, put it all on demand, so you can just pay-per-view it from your crib. I was like, okay, but this could be a trend that keeps going in the future. This could be a trend that, will just keep on and on and on and on. Because, if we got to stay at home, we don't have the places to congregate, we can't go to the movie theaters, we can't go to bars, we can't go to restaurants, we can't go to the places where people usually get together in large groups and enjoy entertainment. No theater, no plays, none of that. So you got the pay-per-view option where you can watch it at home. Will this last after all this is done? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, you think about it. They got the animated feature Trolls World Tour, it's set for April 10th, and they're going to drop it, quote unquote, it's dropped in theaters, but no theaters are open, but they're going to put it on video demand also. So you could just go ahead and hit that rental. Like personally, if they're talking about the rentals like $20, that's cheaper than going to the movies, in my humble opinion. Because you know what, a movie ticket's like $13 to $17, something like that. So maybe that's a good thing for consumers, but hell, it's not like a lot of us are going to work, right? You see, I got the quarantine fuzzy beard growing in. I want to see if I can get that in, but it is what it is. It's tripping. All right. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I've been out the house. I've gone into work. My work is a small group. We keep our distance. We go in, we do what we got to do, and then we leave. And then I started working from home. I've got all the equipment to work from home, obviously, doing all this stuff. But it could drive a person cabin crazy if you don't do things to keep you occupied. You can only watch so much YouTube. You can only watch so much television. You can only download so many movies. You can only watch so many DVDs. You can only play so many games before it gets too tiring. So, what do you do in a case like this? I don't know. I know what I do. Hey, I love this. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. Hey, I like doing my thing. So, but that's okay. That's okay. And so the thing is people have got to figure out, what are we going to do until they say everything is good. Now, I'm going to be honest, we could get into the conspiracy theories. We could get up into all this stuff, but it's all good. We're not going to get into that. Okay? Just know that we're doing it. We are being told to do the things that our parents and grandparents told us to do for years. Get your butt in the house, wash your nasty hands, and don't go in there coughing nobody. Cover your mouth. That's exactly what our parents have been telling us, or at least my age individuals, for years, years. You know, but no, we seem to have gotten away from that. We got crazy challenges going out on the internet. People licking the same lollipop. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So a lot of people are saying, and I'm looking inside the live chat, a lot of people are saying, other than work, nothing has changed. Well, obviously it has. The lines at the grocery stores are a heck of a lot longer. How many of y'all got the chance to get toilet paper to wipe your butts? I'm still trying to figure out why people bulk bought toilet paper. I mean, somebody did a calculation and said you would have to go to the bathroom 182 times a day to use up 2 pallets of toilet paper. I'm like, really? You know, yeah. And other than washing my hands, the only other thing I heard growing up was get the switch. Stand right there and let your daddy hit you, But this is the thing. We got to be mindful. It's not so much of us. And that's the problem. A lot of people, we end up being centric. We worry about us. We worry about me. It's all about me, me, me. This is the thing. This is one of those situations. It's not about worrying about you. It's worrying about the next person. It's the next person that has an underlying health condition that they may or may not know about. If you notice and you look at the stuff, you look at the deaths for this stuff, and facts. People have had underlying conditions or they've had respiratory issues being older. So that's what's happening. That's what went down. So this is seems like an advanced form of flu. People, the coughing, the fever, all that, the transmission is an advanced form of flu, folks. So here goes the thing. A lot of people have been saying, well, the flu kills more people. Why are we worried about this? The reason why you're worried about this, and look at me, I'm rubbing my face. I'm not supposed to. Oh, let me get the hand sanitizer. I'm not supposed to rub my face. Oh, let me do that. See, I got my little hand sanitizer. Let me rub that. Let me sanitize from the inside too. Hold on for a second. But here goes the thing. Just like you don't want to get somebody sick in the winter when you got a cold and flu, this is the same thing. Stay home. If you're not feeling well, stay home. It's sad that we got to get to this point where people are have to be forced to stay home for the benefit of their neighbor. That's all it is. Okay? That is all it is. You can have the germs on you and not be sick. That's the key. you know. So it is what it is, folks. Now, let me tell you what your boy has been doing. I've been queuing up my Netflix playlist. I got a lot of things I want to check out on Netflix. My boy Ernest, my boy Omar, my boy Ron, everybody sends me messages. Yo, did you check this out? Check this out. Check this out. So what I'm going to suggest to everybody is check out the podcast. But also, if you go on my YouTube channel, you can see a playlist for Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video reviews and those different playlists. And you can go and look at some of my past reviews and find that stuff on there. Okay. Now, the other part is this. I'm a big video game dude. I have been rocking on Call of Duty Warzone. I've been playing the plunder portion. I've been playing domination. I've been playing team deathmatch. I've been doing that to keep my sanity, to keep interacting with people, to talk, laugh, joke, do all that good stuff. You got to do what you can to not take this stuff so seriously and get yourself wrapped up. Okay, it's bad enough. I watch the news and you see they had to close the Florida beaches, and it shows. And I love to say this, and natural selection is something else. All honesty, you know, you see the people on the beaches. You see all these people in DC. You got the cherry blossoms. Other than a grocery store, I really feel that people don't need. They could keep their distance. They could do what they need to do. It's crazy. So let's see. So just like my man OWO, you've been playing Roblox. That's a heck of a game. That's a heck of a game. Yeah, I know. I used the hand sanitizer after I touched my face. But whatever was on my hands is still on my face. I think I'm good anyway because I wash my hands beforehand. Disinfect, disinfect from the inside, folks. Mm. So let me go ahead and do this. I see the live chat. I see everybody's kind of going where you're from. I got my man from Queens, South Jamaica, from the old neighborhood. What's happening? Uh, no, Nolans. Let me say it right. I'm a worldly person, so I've been around. So I know it's not New Orleans. It's Nolans. You got to say it the right way. Nolans. Okay. You got my man Ernest. He's out in Maryland, in Merlin. You got to say it right. You got to say it the right way. You got to go Merlin. I'm outside of D.C. in Virginia. You got to do your things. So this is what I'm going to do, folks. If anybody feels wild enough, I'm gonna keep on talking. But what I am going to do is I'm going to open up the phone line. Boom. Let's get rid of that. Let's open up the phone line. So if anybody decides they want to go ahead, whip out the cell phone and call. The number is on the screen. We could go ahead. We could start a conversation. You're going to get a couple of seconds. I'm not going to go ahead and keep you on there, but you get to call in, pose a question, holler at your boy. Let me tell you now, if you act a fool, the first thing I'm going to do is hang up on you. That's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing is I'm going to broadcast your name and everything I find out about you, okay, because you wanted to come in here and act a fool. I'm just putting there. So let's see. My man Ron's been playing Mortal Kombat 11. You know what? I haven't picked up Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat, I, Mortal Kombat to me is like one of the better fighting games with the animation, the story, but it just doesn't see. It's not getting it for me. It's not getting it for me. But I'm an Xbox head. I'm playing on Xbox. I know a lot of you play PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and do your things. You do what you do. Now, yeah. Now I'm looking at the things talking about your sister was going on a trip and they changed the things. Yo, it's really getting crazy about the trips. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was actually looking forward to Easter time frame because I was going to see my newest grandkid, my newest grandson, little Tristan. But it's not looking good because you know, I don't want to have them flying. Okay, we got the first call. Who calling here? We got the first call. We're going to answer. Boom, you on the air with your boy Onyx, going full nerd. What's up? Who I got?
Yo, this your boy O over here in New
Yo, what
York.
up, Omar? What up? What up? What up?
Yo, just real quick, I want to drop this on you because somebody
Okay.
told it to me today
Okay, go ahead.
that the cause of the coronavirus is 5G technology.
Okay. I've heard this too. I've heard this too. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect you, and then I'm gonna address that. All right, I'm gonna throw
Fine.
this out here. Okay, so check this out. Oh, check this out. Oh, people are talking about that the coronavirus was started because of the 5G technology. Now, if you don't know what 5G is, that's supposed to be the new cell phone band, and all that for us to get the 5G phones. Samsung dropped the 5G. Um, iPhone is getting in a 5G and all this stuff. So this was supposed to be the time frame where we got this new bandwidth and the new signals. So what people are saying, the stuff that I've been able to see, damn conspiracy theorists, what people have been saying is once those new frequencies kicked up, it started agitating the germs, the molecules, the viruses, and all that good stuff. And boom, that's what got this going on. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a dude that sits in his room with all the comic book stuff, sipping an adult beverage every Sunday at 6 p.m. and talking to people online. So now, 5G, you know what? I can understand the thought process, but the conspiracy theorists on this one, I'm gonna have to call them false until they figure it out. I don't think that's the issue, and I'm gonna give you my conspiracy theory. Okay, yo, my man Thomas just put in the chat that the Joker released it as a plot to take over Gotham. I could believe that more than I could believe that information a hell of a lot more than 5G doing it. But it does make you think. I could say that with all the different radio frequencies, the different radiation bands, the things that we're doing. Some people say global warming is not real, but it is. Let's keep it real. And I'm just constantly touching my eyes up in this joint. So it is what it is. I use some hand sanitizer. I'm sanitizing from the inside. It's all good. So that's what I think about the 5G notion. I mean, I haven't upgraded my phone. I'm still working off of 4G LTE. So maybe I won't get it. Maybe that's probably not what That's probably what's going to get down. I'm probably not going to get it. That I'll go ahead and throw that out there. That's how that goes. So I seen a couple of more people pop in. Thanks for coming in, DeAndrea. I appreciate you jumping into the live chat. Hey, if you're in the live chat and you already did not hit this video with a thumbs up, please hit it with a thumbs up for me. It's good. Okay, now here goes the deal. They said you got your boy. You got your boy 45. You got the president, El Presidente. All right, I'm gonna throw this out here. I'm gonna throw this out here. He keep going. He's like it's the Chinese flu. You know what? I'm just not into it. Just call it by the scientific name. I mean, yeah, I get it. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh no, this is it. This is it. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh." It's just straight out of comic book, folks. That's why I'm authorized to talk about this. It is what it is. They've already named it. They've gave it a scientific nomenclature. We can use that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh man. So OWO puts up in there, do you think the government made the virus? I don't think the government made the virus. No, no, I don't think they did. But what I do think that we have enough stuff in the atmosphere. We do have enough things that we do, enough medications that we take that make these germs and viruses get immunity and they get strength and they keep going on, which is really important. Why we got to go ahead and we've got to get more scientists working on just trying to stay ahead of the power curve. You know, let's not worry so much about how much we're going to charge somebody for what we're going to do to make you feel better, but let's stay ahead of the game and try to find something these things are not resistant to. That's the key. That's what we have to do. Okay. A lot of stuff has really thrown people into a tizzy. I mean, I can tell you right now, my grandkids, they live with me. They're stir crazy. They don't like being in the house. They don't understand playgrounds are closed. They don't understand why their friends can't go out, why they can't get together for their friends. And it's hard trying to explain this stuff. But we as adults, we got to do the best we can to say this is the best way to kind of level this off. Do I think that the government knew about this a long time ago? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because you're not going to get a whole bunch of people getting this sick this quick on a whim like that. Somebody somewhere has been tracking this. I mean, I'm sorry. If you can find somebody hiding out from the law, darn well you can find out somebody who got sick. Now, you also think about how art imitates life. I mean, for the past few years, we have been watching things like The Walking Dead, Train to Busan, World War Z. We've been watching movies like Outbreak since the 90s, 80s, and things like that. So we have been seeing these things for years and we've been thinking about it, but the world has looked at it more like entertainment, but never looked at it from the fact that, you know what, it doesn't have to be a zombie virus where people are running and coming to get you. No, it could be something as simple as a virulent strain of what we're getting here, pneumonia. See my point? So it's something to take a look at, something to think about. Hey, folks, we're approaching that 30-minute mark, and I usually try not to keep these things over 30 minutes. So if you're going to call in, the call in number is still here. It's 202 643 4208. That is strictly a call in number. If you call in and you're watching the recording of this, you can leave a message that I will address in another video. You will be heard. How's that sound? That will work out. So check this out, folks. Check this out. Somebody says it's the umbrella. Thomas said it's the umbrella corporation. It could be, man. Could be, you know. But here's another thing that I want to tell you guys. And this is something that I've started noticing. When the stock market started dropping, we also got members of Congress right now. They catching hell. They catching problems because they sold a bunch of stock right before all this broke off. So that kind of gives you the conspiracy theorists that are like, wait a minute, they knew something. Don't know if that's true or not, but it's crazy. But here goes the thing. You know, I invest in stocks. I use, not endorsing it, but I use an app called Stash Invest. I download it on my phone and I'm able to put $5 here, $10 here. I stopped drinking like energy drinks and I stopped buying junk during the week, and I take that money and I go ahead and I put it into investments. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been a big heavy investor in Disney. Disney in December was banging it out. $153 a share. I was like, I'm on top of the world. By the time February rolled around, by the time now rolled around, I was ready to jump out a window because I wasn't making that money no more. Disney went from $153 a share down to $84, $83 a share. Now, a lot of people be like, damn, you just took a major loss. No, I'm holding on to it. Matter of fact, what I'm doing is every chance I get to try to buy some more. Why? Because eventually this stuff is going to bang back up. So my suggestion to you, I know people got 401ks, I know people got savings accounts, investment accounts, and they're getting beat up right now. Okay, this is just a suggestion from your boy. This, I'm no professional. Hey, I'm a communications major by trade, so all I could do is talk. I don't know, but I'm gonna put it like this: if you got something you could go and invest, go and hook it up. If you need, hit me a message. I'll send you the link to the app that I rock at, and you'll be able to check this out. But this is the thing. Just like my man Thomas put inside, laughter is the best medicine. You got to keep laughing, folks. You got to get the funny ha ha. So for all you people, yo, you can't go out to the movies. That's all right. This becomes a Netflix and stay still moment. See what I'm saying? Yo, if you one of them people that, you got to go to church and you got to do all that stuff, yo, pull it up online, share your praises, do your things like that. Now, for the rest of my Red Devils, if you're going to go ahead and you miss making it rain at the strip club, hey, there's Instagram and OnlyFans for the thoughts out there. You go ahead and do what you do, folks, and see what you going to see. Laughter is the best medicine. So I'm going to keep laughing until I can't laugh no more. I'm going to leave you guys with one more thing. And that is, if you got older relatives and you got people that may have compromised immune systems, meaning if they're suffering from any form of cancer, diabetes, maybe they have any lung problems, asthma, things like that, please do me a favor. Check up on them. Give them a call. Pick up on the phone. You don't necessarily have to go over there and peep them out. Just holler at them. Make sure they're okay. And make sure you're monitoring them. Anyway, this is your boy Onyx. I'm going to go and hit that funky outro music. Let me see. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to do a funky outro music. This one is called Good Vibes Only. And as always, if you can't say something nice to anybody, don't say anything at all. Send me the message. I'm going to say it for you. Okay? I'm going to say it for you. All I can say is if you want to watch pure comedy, watch those press conferences. You can see the faces of them doctors face palming every time a bunch of people open their mouth. But it is what it is. Let me go ahead and hit this music and peace, y'all. I'm out of here.
Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, fake game, staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth
Okay, people, remember, I need you to hit this video with a thumbs up if you're watching. Hit that thumbs up for me. Peace, y'all.
Blink, car slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring, nah.